I knew of the HD collection. I didn't know it had a subtitle of subsistence.
Yeah. So, every Metal Gear game, except for 4 and now 5, had a expanded edition released that had like additional features, additional content, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Solid 1 was Integral, which had like different VR missions and such like that. 2 was Substance, which had like data viewer and like some additional like gear, I think. And then Subsistence was 3, and that allowed you to move the camera around, had like a special cutscene viewer, some other extra content.
Yes, the Shagohod, the dreaded behemoth, a tank capable of launching nuclear IRBM.
Man, you know what else is like a walking tank that can shoot nukes?
What?
And without support from friendly units.
The Shagohod, apparently. Nothing else in Metal Gear lore can do such a thing.
Nope, this is the first of its kind.
I wonder if it screams in pain when it takes damage.
It does.
I love that trope so much.
It just makes like this metal screech
Yeah,
noise.
the robot feels pain.
Yep.
It's not even like a robot, technically. It's just a big tank.
Yeah, it's literally just a big tank.
We've programmed this tank to feel pain and react.
Yes.
Why?
Why? will truly begin a world war.
Do you want to know how it launches nukes so damn fast?
How does it do it?
I didn't want
It needs a runway, and it literally just goes, just shoots down the runway, and then fires the missile while it's going, and then uses a bunch of like parachutes and shit to slow itself down. And so it uses like the momentum of the Shagohod moving to like yeet it forward in addition to actually firing it out of the thing.
Yeah. That sounds really dumb.
Yeah, it's all super complex and dumb.
Be careful here. This bridge is an asshole. I know from experience.
Boy, it sure would suck to have to fall down that giant ravine into the river below and die instantly.
Yeah. Hey, it's my friend and ally, the big boss.
The biggest boss.
I hope those 2 containers don't contain snakes she's gonna whip at me as a test.
Oh, it's much worse.
boss.
Was that really necessary?
No.
It labeled U.S. Army, though.
Jack,
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Ooh! Ooh, that was a real bad case of the matching lip flaps.
I wasn't gonna say it.
The bees. The bees!
Jack, CQC the bees.
He's trying.
He's swiping his knife.
It's the Spider-Man.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you don't remember the Spider-Man?
Is he? Please tell me he's at least hanging from a rope.
I think that's what's implied, but I don't...
No,
the bees,
the dude is actually surrounding him in bees enough to lift 2 adult males off their feet into a helicopter.
Without any of the bees getting chopped up in the helicopter.
Yeah, or like sucked in, or just simply can't handle the fucking...
It's a hind D.
It's a hind bee.
Oh, shut up.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you.
Honestly, he just looks like an altered enemy costume.
Welcome back,
Just a little bit.
Like a standard.
boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together,
You want to guess what his thing is?
the depths of
I already know who the end is.
Oh.
I know. It's I'm not gonna pretend I don't, though. What?
It's doing the thing.
She summoned the rains?
No.
It's raining blood.
It's raining blood.
What the fuck?
Is it
It's doing the stupid thing.
Oh, hey, wasn't he in, because of the ghost pictures in Metal Gear Solid?
No, he didn't become a thing until 3.
No?
Like, there were the ghost pictures and shit like that, but that was just a thing that they threw in there.
That's a weird thing for a Russian man to say.
Exactly. That's another one of those stupid, like, translating to English things. Just like, why is... Nobody in the West is going to get this cultural reference.
No, it has to be explained to me.
So, if I remember right, the whole, like, Kuwabara thing has to relate to, like, when it's, like, thundering, like, really hard or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just, like, it's either a way to, like... I don't... I
It's a
gotta look-
religious thing, I know that much.
I don't think it's a religious thing, but I think it's more just like...
Sokolov
Oh,
will give
bad,
you
scary
my
thunder
orders.
weather, go away. Kuwabara, you know, that kind of thing.
These will make a fine gift for me. This can't be happening. Who is he?
Yeah, it's a phrase used in the Japanese language to ward off lightning. It's kind of the same thing as like knock on wood.
Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Shoot me, bitch. Now you own guns.
Mm-hmm.
How hard would it be to actually do that in like one
Virtually
motion?
impossible. Like, because it's all models are different,
Mm-hmm.
but at least for the one that I own, you have to hold down a little, like, metal flap.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like I don't know what to call it, kind of like a tab. That's what I'm looking for, like a metal, plastic tab
Okay.
on the side, and then cock it, and then when you dry fire, it'll shoot forward and disconnect the, like, kind of lurch forward the slide.
Okay.
So,
So-
I mean,
So doing that like one hit, suddenly your gun is dismantled. That's a little bit tougher.
it's,
But it looks cool.
yeah, it looks cool. It's not impossible, but highly improbable. Far harder than simply, like, twisting it so the gun's not in their hand anymore or something. I had no idea he punches you with bullets.
Oh no. It's even dumber.
He flicks them at you, doesn't he?
No. It's even dumber. He uses the electricity coursing through his body to set him off.
So he's just holding the shells between his fingers, and
Yep.
then
Yeah, he lights him up with electricity and then it shoots out the round.
I got your headband
And that's where it comes from.
because Dad, Mom, you wore it,
Yep.
and it makes me feel nostalgic.
Now here's the other thing. I don't know exactly where Solid Snake got his headband. I don't think it's I can look into it, but I don't think it's explicitly stated that it's the same one. And it could be that Snake is just like mimicking Big Boss.
Now, onto Sokolov's research.
I mean, looking for that. See, I thought the reason was like because that was the 80s, 90s cool guy thing to do.
Oh, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah,
But now they're trying to give it lore reasons.
well, that doesn't seem necessary.
No.
Let's say like he is. The need to wear a headband into battle is in his DNA.
What place is within now?
Like a bird flying south for winter. Snake wears a headband in battle.
Except in the Phantom Pain where he doesn't.
Yeah, well,
But you can unlock it.
yeah, you can unlock a lot of things in the game.
Alright, so You're pretty fucked up right now.
Yeah, I got beat up.
So, guess what?
It's time to crack my bones back into place.
It's tutorial time. Not right now, but it's going to be.
She did throw me into the insta-kill river.
That is no longer insta-kill because it was a scripted loss.
Snake, can you hear me?
You've been unconscious for like 4 hours. Actually, no, this mission started at sunrise and now it's sunset. You've been unconscious for at least 12 hours.
You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. Alright, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it.
You'll be fucking dead.
Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
It doesn't mean they survived.
The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with...
I really hope I'm going to like treatment and there's like 70 rifle rounds just floating around my chest and stomach.
I don't think it's gonna give you any injuries from
Yeah,
the other shit.
that would be pretty funny though.
Actually, the game straight up tells you if you're injured because your health bar will turn orange for a portion.
Once you've selected the affected area,
What if you get affected by like a leech or something that's gotta be removed? Does that still turn orange?
Leeches actually just drain your stamina.
Yeah, I mean like if
So
you...
you'll just notice that your stamina is draining faster. And also there is an audio cue where you just hear like a little kind of noise of like a leech sticking to you.
Am I gonna be able to hear that with the volume like this?
I don't know.
Well, it's just take a second when you get out of a river.
Yeah,
to make sure.
basically.
Or if we get like envenomed.
Yeah, there's like only one area where you'll probably catch leeches, maybe two. And then getting bit by a spider is like pretty obvious that you'll start seeing your health go down.
Health go down.
Oh. Alright, back to the game. Open the survival viewer.
You can just kind of writhe.
Yeah, that's all you can do. You can't do anything.
Yep, that's the circle button. Okay, I have cut. I've got a cut. I've got a cut. I've got a break. Cut. So it's a bunch of cuts and a break.
Yep.
Alright. So cut's gonna just take medicine.
And disinfectant. That's all of like your instant health shit. And then on the right is your surgery shit.
That's a very loose. So disinfectant.
Yep.
Ooh, buddy.
So you need to
Okay, I got it.
you need to disinfect,
I need...
and you need to suture it.
Oh, it's like, it's a deep wound.
Yeah.
Ew. Oh,
Yep.
it's so
Suture
gross.
and bandage. And then what else do you need to do? From a deep. Oh, I think you need to put styptic on it too.
She did just tell us all this too.
Yeah.
Oh, cuts and
so-
gunshots.
Yep. So yeah, styptic.
That takes a lot of mats to...
Yep. And it doesn't matter what order you do it in.
No, just like
And-
real surgery.
And doing it with an item that doesn't do anything does not give you negative effects other than you just use up the item.
Yeah, but I'm assuming I can get a ton of this shit, because like... 1, 2, 3, 4. It takes 4 to heal a cut. When I would in real life use a disinfectant and a band-aid.
Right.
That's a broken bone now.
Yep.
I need a splint, I assume.
Yes. And you have 2, or 10,
No, I need something else then.
and a bandage. To hold it in place.
Yeah.
That's a broken bone.
Oh, well.
You just sutured a broken bone.
Oh, I tied it up. I'll tie the bones together.
Yeah, you had
I thought I had 1 break and 5 cuts.
Nah, you had broken ribs and a broken arm.
How do you splint a rib?
You're gonna see. Look at this boy. He wrapped up his chest.
Yeah, like, okay, a chest wrap, sure.
Ooh, there's a sound.
I'm so blessed to have never broken a bone.
Mm-hmm. It's not great.
I've jammed the joint more than once, actually, in sports, but I've never actually broken a bone.
I've never broken a bone, but I've had several stitches from, like, cuts. There was one time when I was, like, 2 or 3. Our house was, like, one of those houses where the actual house is on the 2nd floor and then the 1st floor is the basement, quote unquote.
Okay.
And I was leaving out the back door, and me being a stupid, I think I was holding a camcorder because we just got a brand new camcorder. I'm just like, oh, look at this cool technology and shit that I got, and I wasn't paying attention where I was walking, and I fell down the stairs. So, little 3-year-old toddler falls down like 15 steps and then cuts his foot open at the bottom of the stairs on a set of glass.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why was there glass at the bottom of the stairs?
Because we lived out in the middle of the woods and we didn't give a shit about where we tossed shit.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't say middle of the woods, but it was like off one of the roads that had like trees around it.
It seems weird that they're just tying that thing up and then using multiple helicopters to transport it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know how else you do it. It is just a tank with front legs, like a crab.
Mm-hmm. Crab battle. Oh, there's a vintage meme for you.
So she, like, senses you?
Because they have that kind of bond. And she's conflicted about it.
I think Kojima likes snakes.
I don't think he would make like multiple games about a guy named Snake, and then like there's at least 3 that have like snake motifs thrown into them like everywhere. That'd be like me making a series of games about spiders. I fucking hate spiders. Yeah, by the way, those cases were just holding nukes, and the boss just dropped one on a bridge without a fucking care.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
Now, who is this bitch?
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
So Sokolov,
Mm-hmm.
Nerd Supreme, Mr. I Can Do Kung Fu,
Is married, supposedly,
or girlfriend or something.
to this bombshell.
Yeah.
Catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her.
You just gave me my arm back.
You just gave me my loaded weapon back. That you were clearly reaching for to use on me.
She was gonna try to assassinate me with a lipstick
She'll take her
container.
back to the base.
You got spunk, kid. I like you.
Did you see what it was in the lipstick container?
Yeah, it was around.
Yeah.
I think it's time I gave
Okay, that actually looks like a Nerf gun.
Yeah. Like, you just fill it full of water and like you hook it up to a hose and it just shoots out.
Our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
This is the same technology they use in Fallout.
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Never mind, that has way more blast than it should have.
Yeah. And the fact that, like, nobody in that area, like, the helicopters aren't all flying all over the place, like, out of whack. Nobody's deaf right now.
Or
You just fired off a nuke.
Yeah. Why would someone be shooting? Sorry. Why would someone shoot a nuke at a bunch of like Russians and say, "Well, remember the Alamo"?
Yeah.
Like that's
Well,
that's
it-
not.
Oh, also, apparently it's this exact event is why the boss, or why Big Boss can't have kids.
Because it is radioactive, it's a whole nutsack.
Yeah, he is completely sterile now.
I mean, given what should be happening right now,
Mm-hmm.
of him being a like crispy skeleton.
Yeah. That's what should be happening, but no.
No, it just killed all the sperm.
Yep, he can't have kids now, and that's why he makes clones. Well, he doesn't make them, but clones are made of him because he can't have kids.
I feel like you would still.
That's saving.
It would still. You want clones because you don't want the other parent's DNA. You just want the boss.
Yep. Come on.
Holy shit.
Come on.
I haven't seen a saving progress bar ever.
Ever?
Like, oh, hang on.
No, it's just gonna do it again. Because it has to make the data. This is the very first time that it's saving on this memory card. Remember memory cards?
No.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready for the thing?
Are you ready for the thing?
My thumb is hovering. Triangle.
This is where he just went full-on movie.
Yeah, this is when he's like, he saw a James Bond movie. He's like, holy shit.
I need to do it.
I'm gonna do this.
Oh, you can also fuck with the credits by moving the right analog stick around. Or it's the left analog. One of the analog sticks, you can move the snake credits.
Now I can move these guys too. Wiggle, wiggle.
There's like other buttons and shit that you can press, but that aren't like X and start. I think it's like R2 maybe you can do something.
I don't want to ruin it.
No. That's so Toyota.
That's a really unfortunate name.
Yeah. I'm really glad the microphone's picking that up because this is just so stupidly over the top.
What, the song?
Yeah.
It's picking up the song?
Yeah, I was picking up the snake. Yeah, I'm still in a dream. That part.
Yeah, but now it's going to be doubled over because we're going to have an audio track of the game doing it, and then the microphone track is going to pick up additional snake eaters.
No, it's fine. You can edit it out in post.
Fuck off.
Throw a silence over it.
Oh, God.
What? I can do the work if you want.
No.
Look at how many times you see Kojima's name on this. No, it did it on its own. You didn't.
I was gonna throw the
have to.
stinger in there just a little bit.
No, they did. They knew what they were doing. They did it first.
I just slapped the hands on the controller. I said that backwards too.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace.
So the virtuous mission was a rousing success.
Absolute failure.
Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Remember when we had drones in the 1960s?
I do.
Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given...
Yeah, he's wearing the thing now.
This is our last chance. Show your patriotism.
If we hold R1, I think you can see inside the cockpit.
And waiting for the firing squad.
Or maybe that was earlier. I don't know.
It's not important.
But you can see that he's got dirty pictures in
How
there.
does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ice?
And miss out on the Aurora Borealis.
At this time of year,
Okay,
in
I
this
wasn't
part
gonna
of
go
the country,
Steve Hams.
localized entirely in the Russian Arctic Circle.
Part of the top brass's inquiry.
Yes.
May I see it?
No.
Oh.
It wasn't. You simply cannot say the term Aurora Borealis without someone immediately jumping on the steamed hams train.
They've kind of, I don't want to say ruined it, but it's just like they're inseparable now.
This fox
Yeah,
is still
it's
one
what
step
it is
ahead.
the memory that
The
triggers.
reason I came to see you today.
Also, did you see the Foxhound reference?
Fox to clear its neck.
No, that's too busy talking about steamed hams.
It was just like, if this time it doesn't work, this fox will be thrown to the hounds.
Don't get too excited.
Fuck off.
Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban.
Those are illegal.
No, not in the 60s they weren't.
Were they?
I don't think
This
so.
morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to...
I just realized what we were looking at now.
Yeah, it's crappy footage.
Real bad.
Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson. Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus
Cuban cigars haven't been banned since 2016.
was destroyed in a nuclear...
Yeah, you say that like, oh, well, there's been a 3-year lift on the ban. A ban I don't fully understand to begin with.
Well, let's find out.
To come from one of your
Man, I got 2 people trying to make me to learn shit today.
any of these
Who's the other one?
You.
Who's the first?
Them.
Oh.
They're trying to teach me about the Cuban Missile Crisis and how John F. Kennedy was a Metal Gear or something. I wasn't quite paying attention.
John F. Kennedy's a Metal Gear.
There's an entire Metal Gear just sitting in the back of a convertible,
of your predecessor.
and then something happens, and he screams out in pain.
But my power is not as great
Oh.
as it was.
I guess Cuban cigars were banned back then.
To survive.
Because they've been banned since 1962.
I can make assertions that turn out to be right just only by happenstance.
I should have
That means I'm
contacted you
smart.
myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
You haven't heard.
How much of this recording is actually
The
me
man
doing
who
gameplay?
arranged the defection
Uh,
was Colonel
I'd say like a good
Volgan.
45 minutes.
Volgan.
Out of?
Volgan.
2 hours.
Go on. Who is this soldier?
They have to front load
Her name
so much
is
cutscenes.
She's a living legend. During World War II.
No, they don't even front load it because it just keeps happening.
Yeah, like you
Russia
thought
know her as
it was time for gameplay,
Yeah.
and then it wasn't.
Yeah, you play like maybe like 15 minutes. 15 minutes max if you're
yeah, that's
if
the
you're
Good.
Yeah, if you're good.
Well, good thing I am not, so I can get the most out of that experience.
Absolutely. Oh, man, you're gonna hate the cave sequence.
See, it's just you have to just do it enough to where it becomes second nature.
No, it's not even the controls.
What's wrong with the caves?
The cave sequence, it has realistic lighting.
Yeah.
So it's absolutely pitch black. You cannot see shit. You'll eventually like see a little bit because quote unquote your eyes will get adjusted to the dark. But other than that, you'll never be able to see enough. So you have to find a source of light by fumbling around in the dark. You can light a cigar, but that light lights up just your face. It's awful. I hate the cave sequence so much.
Well, if you can light the cigar, doesn't it imply you have a lighter?
No. You just light up the cigar. You can't just wave a lighter around.
That's really dumb.
It's absolutely stupid.
I have a source of light known as fire. Or I could, like, I don't know, wrap a bandage around a tree, make a torch or something.
You do find a torch, but you have to fumble around in the dark to
I have to
find
find a
it.
pre-made one.
Yeah. You have to find a pre-made torch.
Oh, thank God that torch is in that cave at that time in a usable condition.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not using my lighter. That is a tobacco lighter only.
Well, who knows? You might only have matches.
There's still, man, it's still fire. Better than walking around in a cave.
That's also true.
Just get used to singeing your fingertips. Like a lot.
A lot.
Especially if there's those shitty cardboard ones.
Oh.
Cardboard matches are a mistake. Just make them out of wood, for God's sake. It makes the quality tenfold.
Does it really matter what kind of fire lights your cigar or whatever?
It's not so much that, it's just their cardboard is weak and flimsy and it burns quicker.
Ah. So like it's hard to even like strike it because...
Yeah. It's a lot easier to when you kind of like flip it over and you're using the friction from the like the back of
The striker?
the book, yeah, onto the striker. You'll rip off the head half the time.
Ugh.
It's like it's unless it comes in a little box.
Should be close to Colonel Volga.
And it just burns really quick. I hate
About a
it.
little coax.
I used to smoke a pipe.
would not expect too much if I were you. The political
It sucked.
situation and Colonel
Although
Volk is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my
Pipe tobacco tastes really good.
1 week. You have
Like comparatively.
1 week.
So like cigarette tobacco?
Oh, cigarette tobacco tastes like shit.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
It actually just tastes like filtered garbage.
I wouldn't know. I've never smoked.
It's
I've been around smokers,
yeah.
but I've never like actually smoked myself.
There are some brands, like the higher end ones, actually taste alright, but like pipe tobacco
But if we
has
can prove
much more flavor to it because it's still kind of wet.
Yeah, it's not like all like tarry and shit.
Yeah, that's just shredded tobaccos.
Bench.
None of like the fillers, I guess.
Yeah, it's different. I can actually kind of miss it. It's a pain in the ass.
Disclaimer: don't smoke if you're under 18.
Yeah, kids, don't snort tobacco. It's bad for your heart.
Don't snort tobacco.
Don't do it, man. I once snorted a tobacco and I got polio.
I was so high for like 7 tobacco days.
We have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's
So,
innocence.
in case you weren't paying attention,
I wasn't.
so basically the premise is that you have to, or because the boss gave nuclear weapons to Volgan, who ended up actually using them, they weren't expecting him to actually use them. But,
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
oh, now you can look inside and see the
KGB
dirty pictures.
promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
Oh, keep going. Keep going up.
That's it.
Up.
They've also
Up.
put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Ah, too late.
It's just like a magazine cover
Yep.
of a Japanese woman.
Remember it?
I presume, anyway.
You
Yeah.
mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union.
But anyway, so the plot so far
Since then, they've
is that the boss defected.
KGB.
The boss bought a nuclear weapon that Vulcan ended up using.
Mm-hmm. I was there for that.
But also, there's record of American interference over Russian airspace, which is like your gunship and everything that you jumped out of is all super cool and shit.
You'll need to rendezvous with
So they're like, Americans were in Russian territory. They're not supposed to do that. We're about to start an international incident. but nobody knows about it yet. So, like, the only people that know are Khrushchev and the American president. And so now you have to go back in there, fix your oopsie, and kill the boss in order to stop America and Russia from going to all-out actual war.
I made several oopsies. Like I oopsied that one guy across his neck by accident.
Fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
I'm about to freaking lose it.
I feel like that's in itself going to be a cease and desist.
Really?
Using the Mick as a prefix to something?
Oh no.
I don't know, man. Disney and McDonald's will team up to make anything even remotely related to their companies just forbidden. The fact this game has rats has them kind of tapping their feet on it.
Well, did you know that McDonald's in the UK actually lost, like they forgot to renew their copyright on the Mick anything, or like the Whopper, I think. Yeah, it was the Whopper.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they forgot to renew their copyright on the Whopper.
Who did?
Sorry, is that Burger King?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
McDonald's lost the copyright on the Whopper.
Or something. Okay. I
Your
don't go.
fast food knowledge is disgusting.
Okay, so whoever it was, or maybe it was like, what's the Big Mac? That's what it was.
Yes. Okay.
They forgot to renew the copyright on the Big Mac, and so Burger King decided to go in full force, and like on their menu it's just like it's like a Big Mac, and like that's what their sandwiches is like, the air quotes not a Big Mac, or the kind of like a Big Mac with this, and so they just went all out, just messing with them, just like, haha, you forgot to do your legal
Loud
thing.
and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission.
Man, you're 0 for 2 on landings.
Rescue Soko. Find out what's happened to the Shagahod,
Oh, man.
and destroy it. And
I just
finally,
want to play the fucking
eliminate
game.
the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
So,
This mission will be
for the future then,
Mm-hmm.
if you want,
Because I'll be taking on the boss.
you can skip the cutscenes and I can give you the Cliff Notes versions.
No, because that's not how it's intended.
Okay.
We will take the route that we were supposed to play this game.
Alright.
You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what did the CIA
It's just gently vibrating.
It's just vibrating for no reason?
The controller is purring.
That's weird.
Roger that, Major Tom.
My earbones are
What now?
gently shaking so I can hear this conversation.
It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my code name, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one.
Also, you see how it says like 02 of 09?
Mm-hmm.
The D-pad lets you like switch through pictures.
It's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
The prisoners dig
That's him
3
right there.
tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would...
Yeah, not Major Tom because of the very popular David Bowie song.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
But I got the
stupid.
name wrong. The one they escaped in was
Stupid
correct.
people.
Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
Yeah, it doesn't...
Space Odyssey was Oddity was 1969.
Nice.
You know, let's just use 0, like we've been doing all along.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square
Oh,
one.
there it is.
From square 0
The name that will live on in infamy.
is 1 4
Major
0
Zero?
Yeah.
8 5. Oh,
He
I almost forgot.
becomes a
Paramedic.
really big major antagonist throughout the rest of the series.
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the virtual.
Why would she have her medical license revoked because Snake, I don't know, wrung out a poisonous frog over his face?
That frequency is also the same.
No, she gets her medical license revoked for participating in this failed mission that's absolutely top secret, and if anything gets out, like, it's probably going to start a world war.
An expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology.
I don't know why that would cause her to get her medical license revoked, but they're probably just going to shoot everybody anyway.
His frequency?
Jesus Christ.
No, that's actually something.
Yeah.
That's something that Major Zero says. He's just like, if we fail this mission, we're probably just going to get lined up in front of the firing squad anyway.
Factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How'll I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, who are the Patriots?
Uh-oh.
Lali Lule Lo.
That's where it comes from.
Gotcha.
Uh-oh.
You've been equipped with a 45.
That's...
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Yep.
Was Procuron
That's where it comes from.
Circumstances are different this time.
It becomes a thing later in the franchise,
Necessary to make
where like if someone says "Lali Lule Lo," that's because they've got nanomachines in their head that make them not able to say the word
Still a
Patriots,
sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission,
because Patriots are controlling everything.
Yeah.
bear in mind and proceed with
Is
extreme
that,
caution.
did he back down from that plot point?
What plot point?
Of the Patriots being like this all-encompassing...
No, that never stopped being a thing. Like, you know, like, you guys remember in Metal Gear Solid 5 how Cypher was like the big thing that you had to worry about?
I knew I see it.
What?
Now you're out there, you sons of bitch.
There's a frog.
It took my shotgun away.
Wait,
Damn, you're lucky.
You don't have a suppressor on that.
Bang! Snake, what was that? Oh, I saw a frog.
Alright, so we're reaching about the 2-hour mark. Do you want to call it here for the day?
Just got to play again.
Do you want to keep going?
You're the one who's gotta get up early.
Alright, so... Yeah, I think it'd be a good, this is a
Okay.
good stopping point because you just got back to the gameplay. Literally 45 minutes of you playing. Maybe less. Alright then. So, we'll end it on that note and we'll pick this up another time.
Mm-hmm.
But until then, this has been Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm Luke.
I'm Nick.
And this was Your Turn Player 2.
It was.
Have a good night.